Welcome back, travelers. The beta test for version 5.6 is about to begin, but honestly, I think there's a good chance that we'll get a Dainsleif legendary mission this time around. Maybe Skirk will make a comeback. Just listen. Up until now, there's been a certain rhythm to the Dainsleif legendary missions. Version 1.4 introduced the "We will reunite eventually" theme, and the first major storyline involving Dean and Abyss. The story of the Traveler and the twins also took a big turn. Then in 2.6, new story quest was introduced, revealing important information about Karan Roya and Chongamhaeon. Then in 3.5, Carabelt was introduced. This was a really shocking and heavy legendary mission, one of the top tiers in the entire game. It included ominous hints about twins, Abyss, and a curse. The thing to note here is the pattern. In 1.4, there was nothing. Then in 2.6, Dainsleif appeared, and in 3.5, Dainsleif appeared again. And there was nothing in 4.x. Top-up crystals from lootbar.gg. It's 100% safe and secure top-up platform for games like Honkai Star Rail and Genshin Impact. Besides Raiden Shotgun and Tevya Times are using for crystals. Save up to 23% of actual in-game price and get 8% discount coupon. Go to Lootbar, then Genshin Impact. Choose a pack, put UID and select region. Then pay with your preferred payment method. Get your crystals, get double the currency for first-time in-game top-up. Also, PS5 and Xbox players can also top up now. Link description and pin comment. If we follow this trend, 5.6 would be a good time for Dainsleif's return, especially if 5.7 or 5.8 is going to be a big story related to Snake in the Ice Realm. However, the beta test is scheduled to start in a few days. There will also be a new girl character, but other than that, they say there is no information yet. But isn't this rather strange? In version 4.6, Arlecchino appeared, the Maria region was liberated, and the second act of the Sino Legend mission came. However, this time, there is no new character called Entertain Me from Fatui. The new region of Natlan was implemented in advance, and the first edition related to the weekly boss was also later than the previous region. In other words, something is lacking at the moment. This could rather be a sign that there is a big story event hidden, and I think Dainsleif's story can fill that void. The last time Dainsleif appeared was in the Sumeru Archon, and he hasn't appeared at all since Fontaine. This is quite strange. Even though the story of Abyss and the twins has been unfolding, we still don't know how Dainsleif's involvement connects to the movement since 4.0 update. So if he appears in 5.6, it could be an important key that connects everything. And the character who could appear with him is Skirk. Skirk is an unimplemented character that has been talked about for several years, and it makes sense in terms of setting. Dainsleif and Skirk both have deep connections to Abyss. Dainsleif is tracking down the remnants of the Abyss cult or Karanria, and Skirk is the one who trained Tartaglia in Abyss. She clearly has knowledge that ordinary people don't know. If she were to appear in Nata, it would be most appropriate for her to appear in such a heavy story. Imagine, in 5.6, Dane's legend mission begins, and while investigating anomalies related to Natlan, she encounters some unknown being or phenomenon. And when the story reaches its climax, Skirk appears. She doesn't necessarily have to be an ally, and she could be an opponent due to differences in goals. This will clarify the character Skirk's position and provide important clues for the future implementation. It also ties in well with the story of Abyss. Of course, this is all speculation at this point. Beta testing hasn't even started yet, and there's no concrete information about Dainsleif from the leaks. However, considering past update cycles, Natlan's composition, and how quiet 5.6 has been, I feel like something is being hidden. To be honest, I'd like to see a relationship between Dainsleif and Skirk. The clash of their ideologies would definitely be interesting, and it could also provide new foreshadowing about Tartaglia's past or the true purpose of the Traveler's twins. That's why I'm predicting that Dainsleif's legendary mission will come in May 6th. I'd be surprised if it didn't. So what do you think? Do you think Skirk will appear in 5.6? Or do you think we'll have to wait until 5.7? Let me know in the comments. Personally, I think it's not strange for Abyss to have new developments. Bye, everyone.